to know. A couple of things with regards to our schedule tonight. First of all, I think everyone can hear me, right? Thumbs up if you can. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, because last time I was talking to myself, and when you're on these Zoom calls, you don't know. So thank you for confirming. So with regards to our schedule tonight, intro, which is what I'm doing, and then shortly after, we'll have our wisdom talk, which is by Monk Daniel, followed by guided meditation. Candlelight will be the next thing that we're doing later on today. Be sure to have your candlelight next to you. If you don't, you can always use a phone, or you can definitely use your candle that's within you. And then that will be followed by loving kindness. And then Q&A will be the end of our session today. We do ask that for the Q&A, it's such a great time to learn about different questions that people have and answers that are given. So this is definitely a good thing. So I encourage people to stay if you can for that, but it is optional. So a couple of things about our guiding monk today is he ordained in 2012 as a Buddhist monk. He is going on his 11th year, going into 2020, and his goal is to take any peace mission that is assigned to him with the utmost passion and dedication. So soon I'll be introducing our teaching monk, but before that, let me go ahead and do our quote for the day. So if you don't mind, somebody go ahead and type a number anywhere from 10 to 100. And whatever comes first is what I will read from the quote book. Okay, I see 18. So here we go. This one is one of my favorite, actually. So what a coincidence. It's see yourself. When you sit with yourself, you will see yourself. You'll begin to see what is within. You'll start to see who you really are, and you will live a life true to yourself. So that is today's quote. So, wow, that was fast. So without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce our teaching monk today, Monk Daniel.
Good evening, everyone in America. It's wonderful to be back. As our lovely moderator, Miss B, mentioned, it's already the end of the year. And I feel like we just started together back in January. Myself and Monk Jackie feel like this year has flown by. I don't know if everyone else feels that way. Hopefully, you can continue the rest of this year by closing it out in a peaceful way and connecting to the full moon inside tonight, as well as keeping that full energy within you from this meditation to help throughout the month, and then going into the new year to welcome in the new year with a positive and bright mind. As we know, or learning or beginning to learn more and more, if we can stay with the present moment and stay calm and relaxed, you can access that positive energy within you. And that positive energy within you is the key catalyst that's going to help you to not only have happiness, but also feel fulfilled in everything you do. Because everything we say, everything we do, it comes from the mind first. So if we start from a point where your mind is clear, bright, at ease, everything else is going to fall into line easier and smoother. Most people in this world, we tend to try to settle everything around us, or have this goal that we want to make sure everything around us is in order, in balance. Kind of think of it as inner peace is going to come after everything around me is at peace. And then I can sit down and feel peaceful. But we should switch it around a little bit and try to find the peace within first. And when you have that peace within you, it's easier to help to make everything around you in order and peaceful as well. So switch it around. Start from yourself first. As Lumpal Tamachio would say, my master, my father monk, he would say that world peace through inner peace is so true. And we have to first change our inner world and then expand out to our own small world around us this holiday, right? Our family, our friends, and our loved ones all around us. And then that will slowly expand out. So I'm so happy and honored to be here tonight. especially because as myself, I am also born and raised in America. It's good to see the New Jersey Center because I was in New Jersey for 14 years, and then I moved to Florida, and then I moved to Illinois. So it's great to come back to America on the holidays because unfortunately I don't really get the chance to go back home, but at least I can come here and welcome everyone this holiday season and give you the most important gift that you can give to yourself is meditation. Today, I would like to give you some tips to help you stay content and relaxed and access that present gift within you as we meditate. So the true gift of that we can give ourselves is by being content, right? If we can stay content, it's going to help our meditation progress naturally and quickly. And it's going to be almost like the key factor that's going to make your relaxation, even though it maybe not be as much as you would expect, but it can increase without you having to use any effort or use any force or rush anything. So to be content, it's all about being in the present. That's the key. As you may have heard in the past, that happiness is a choice, right? We can choose how to react to a situation and how to view a situation, and that can make you feel happy or content depending on how you place your mind. So being present is actually very important because a lot of times we may say like, oh, I don't feel happy, or I feel anxious, I feel worried. You have to ask yourself, are you present? I once had someone ask me that, hey, I don't feel happy in the present. But if you sit down and reflect on yourself, the reason why you don't feel happy right now is because, yes, your body is in the present, but your mind is lingering in the past or it's in the future. And that thing in the future or that moment in the past is the thing that's making you feel unhappy or discontent. So if you can really bring your mind to the present and your body to the present, you're going to realize that right here, right now, you're okay, you're fine. And you can kind of slowly let go of that uncomfortable feeling that you may have lingering in your mind. So remind yourself that in the future. So especially in meditation, being content is really one of the key elements of having a successful meditation, because Paul would say that if we start with a mind that is content without boredom, from that absence of boredom, we are led to the feeling of comfort and even more comfort. So after you adjust your body to be relaxed and you're beginning to relax your mind, we also have to stay content with what we have, stay relaxed, even though we may initially feel a little bit more relaxed after we adjusted our body. If we can stay content with that relaxation, it's going to lead you to more comfort, more relaxation. So I usually like to give this example because it's about placing your mind correctly or viewing a situation correctly. It's all about the perspective you put yourself in. So imagine this scenario with me, especially this season it's the holidays. You may get a gift, right? You may get it from your family, your friends, or someone close to you. So the same thing with meditation. When we sit down, we may get a gift. We'll get a gift automatically. It's inside of you. Every time you meditate, you are accessing a special gift, but it depends on how you view it, if you're going to open it or not. So you receive a gift. What happens if we aren't content with it? A lot of people fall into this trap when we meditate, is that we sit down and even though we already have a gift inside of us, we aren't content with it because we want more than what we have. So you can imagine yourself as a kid or even now, You look under the Christmas tree and you see, oh, there's only 1 or 2 packages. Some of us may think, I want more, right? Or you think of last year or the year before, and you remember that that year or in the past, there was more than there is now. And this happens a lot in meditation when we practice often, or even though it's your first time, we have this expectation, or whether it's coming from the past or the future, and it makes us want more or expect more. And that's when we don't feel content, or we want something bigger. Like you sit down, you relax, and you expect the relaxation to be more than this. Oh, it's just, it doesn't feel like I'm sitting on the sofa at home. It doesn't feel like I'm laying down in my king size bed or in a fluffy, comfortable spa, something like that. So we want more than what we have. And it takes our mind out of the present, and it takes our relaxation away, and it takes our contentment away. So again, our mind isn't in the present. Our mind is in the past or the future. And what we need to do is stop. Because if you do that, you're comparing. Your mind isn't accepting what you have right in front of you right now. So instead of being content with it, you are dissatisfied, and the relaxation will disappear, even though you have some relaxation. But we're not accepting it. We're not being with the present anymore. So the same situation is that the same scenario is next time this happens, or right now as we meditate in just a moment, is that feel like you're receiving a gift and just accept it without expectation and enjoy your gift. Because just having the opportunity to sit down and relax, as many of you may know, it's hard to find time to sit down and meditate. So right now, just having this opportunity is a gift in itself. And accept it rather than rejecting it right away. Like, oh, I expect something else. Accept it, enjoy it, and just be content with that present. Keep yourself relaxed of both body and mind, and allow yourself to open it rather than comparing to the past or expecting to the future. Allow yourself to be in the present. Allow yourself to slowly open it by calming your body, calming your mind. And every second that you stay calm, stay relaxed, it's slowly opening that package, opening that gift inside of you. And no matter how small it is, no matter how much relaxation you start with, even though it may be small, that's not the thing that's going to stop you. If you can stay content with that small package, with that small amount of relaxation, inside that present can be something precious. More precious than any diamond, and more precious than any gem, more precious than any treasure in the world, is that moment of fulfillment, that moment of happiness that can come from a still and tranquil mind. And I hope all of us can open that gift inside of you tonight and feel that happiness within you from just simply relaxing your mind. So we can realize that the best gift you can give yourself is the stillness of mind. The stillness of mind can become the miracle that you need in the end of this year, and to help you to progress into the new year coming around the corner. So we just need to look within tonight together. And you may be wondering, like, how do I stay present if I feel that my mind is wandering or I feel distracted? So of course, we need something to help us. If you can't stay in the present and you realize that you're comparing or you're expecting, the key thing is, I'm sure we've all heard of many methods of meditation, but for now, we can just focus on, no matter the method we use to meditate, whichever way we practice, the principle is being conscious with comfort. These things must go together. So in our meditation practice, we usually give 3 methods, which kind of summarize all the methods in meditation, which there's the Buddha gave about 40 examples, but in our temple, we simplified it down to 3 methods because it's basically these 3 methods cover all the other methods. So as long as you practice these 3, where you feel conscious with comfort, it will take you to that present moment. That present moment, you can think of it like an island within you, an island of peace, an island where you feel safe, and almost like you go on vacation where you can rest your body and rest your mind. But in order to get there, we need to use a boat. So the image, the mantra, or being still is that boat to take you there. Whether you visualize something, whether you use the mantra, or if you feel ready to, you can just be still. And the thing I like to remind everyone is that sometimes we'll fall off that boat. Sometimes we will get distracted or forget to stay on the boat. You may fall overboard, but that's okay. Just please remember to go back and use the method again to get back on board, to keep going to that island within you. It's a lot like traveling anywhere. The same way we travel inside is that how, if you think of it, some of us I see are at the center right now, right? So the way you got there is you had to walk first, right? You had to walk first to get to your car or get to your mode of transportation. And then after we got into the car, we traveled to the center. After we got to the center, we have to get out of our car and we start to walk again, right? So meditation is very similar. It's changing and adapting to the situation and using the method that is appropriate for the situation. So in the beginning, if your mind is not in the present, it would be very good for you to use the image or the mantra, whichever one is easy for you, and that will take you to the moment of being still. Of course, that moment of stillness won't last forever. Sometimes it will last a short time, sometimes it will last a long time. But when it disappears or when it changes to being distracted again, or you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel still again, just go back to using the mantra or the image again to help you stay still, help you to stay in the present again. And another easy way, as we may have heard, is that we have the center of the body, which is in the middle of our abdomen, 2 finger widths above our navel. That is our present. That's where you can find the present. That's where you can open the gift of true happiness, if you can bring your mind there. But don't worry, as long as you use any method where you feel conscious and comfortable, you relax your body and your mind, our mind will go there. This point is the point where your mind is already used to it, because it's the point where your mind wakes up. It's the point where your mind ends the day automatically when we fall asleep. So as we meditate, we can connect to this point rather than being conscious and being comfortable. And an easy way as we meditate is just to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and follow your breath in. Follow it. I would like you to try to just take a deep breath, follow it inside of you, and see where that breath takes you. You may notice that it almost ends close to that center point inside of you. I would like you to try, or if you maybe it's a little bit difficult in the beginning for you, no problem. Just breathe in and breathe out and relax, and we'll get to that point together. So before we meditate together, I would like us to adjust our body so we can prepare ourselves to open that present within you and stay conscious and calm together. And before you know it, the gift that's waiting for you inside will open. So before we start, please take your time to adjust your body, or if you need to stretch a little bit, please feel free to. So now it's time for us to slow down, to relax, to take it easy. Don't rush into the meditation. Take your time to find a comfortable and relaxing position. Whether you're sitting on the floor, on a chair, or wherever you may be. Find the position that feels comfortable for you as we slowly and gently, naturally close your eyes. And we can begin to relax and release all the muscles in your body. Because relaxation is the heart of meditation, the foundation of a successful one. So from the moment we close our eyes and begin to relax our body, our meditation has already begun. The process of going inside to access that true happiness that can only come from the stillness of the mind has already begun. All we need to do is to help your body and your mind relax, starting from your body first. Relaxing and releasing every muscle by simply breathing in deeply and exhaling slowly. As we do this, it will help our mind and our body to come together, to be one in the present moment. So as you breathe in, try to feel your breath softly and gently. Feeling your breath as it enters your body. Filling up your lungs and also filling up your body with relaxation, allowing that relaxation to spread, to expand, to every corner of your body. As if your breath is healing, soothing, relaxing. Even when you exhale, allow that relaxation, that soothing and healing energy to come out. As we begin to feel relaxed within us and around us. The more we relax our body, the more that relaxation will help you to let go of your physical self first. This is the power of relaxation. It's the only way to truly let go, both physically and mentally. If we do it correctly, our body will begin to fade, begin to disappear, become lighter, as if it's not there anymore. As we begin to let go physically, we can continue to let go mentally. Allowing yourself this golden opportunity to reconnect with the present moment, to open that gift, the special gift that's waiting for you inside, that's always been there, waiting for you to calm your body, calm your mind, and to look within. As we bring our body and our mind to the present, by simply relaxing, letting go of the past, letting go of the future. Bring your mind softly and gently back within you. By using the method that is easy, relaxing, comforting. Whether that's to repeat the mantra in your mind, as if that sound is coming from within you. Repeating in your mind softly and gently. Samma Araham. Samma Araham. Samma Araham. Every time you repeat that mantra, it will help your mind to come back, to be in the present. Or we can visualize an image, not with our eyes, but with our mind, using our feeling, not worrying about the clarity of the image. Because when we all imagine an image, in the beginning it's not clear, and that's okay. We can imagine the moon, we can imagine the sun, a star, whatever you're familiar with. But try to feel the image as if it's in front of you, within you, covering you, whatever feels natural for you. simple and easy. You can imagine it however you like or wherever you like. The key is it helps you to stay conscious and comfortable. Or for some of us, you may feel that your mind is already calm and peaceful, and you don't need the mantra, you don't need the visualization, and you can simply just be still and do nothing, allowing the relaxation that you feel to carry your mind, to bring your mind deeper and deeper into the meditation, no matter the method you use, as long as it helps you to be conscious and comfortable together, and we stay content, patiently, relaxingly, every moment, we allow ourselves to open the present moment, revealing the true happiness inside, the happiness that is actually endless. It will continue to grow and to fill your mind with fulfillment, with relaxation, endlessly, as long as you keep your mind in the present, patiently, contently, relaxingly. That feeling will continue to grow, to expand. All we need to do is follow the comfort, and we will naturally maintain it. But at any moment, when you feel that comfort disappearing or changing, we can always adjust. Simply adjust to what makes you feel conscious and comfortable again. And that will help you to get back to the point of stillness, back to the center of the body within you, where the gift of true happiness is waiting. Just continue to relax, to release. As we continue to relax and to release, our mind will begin to settle, and our mind will begin to be clear and bright. Where our mind is free from any negativity, filled with happiness, peacefulness. So let's continue to meditate together, allowing this feeling to grow and to enjoy this present moment together in silence. every moment that our mind is conscious and comfortable together, it helps to clear away the negativity, making our mind lit from the inside, a feeling of brightness where we feel clean and refreshed, recharged, rejuvenated, because our mind is free from any negativity, and instead, every moment that we remain calm and relaxed, we fill our mind up with positive energy that you create from within yourself by simply relaxing your body and your mind. So now that we've taken the time to light our mind from the inside, let's take a moment to transfer that brightness from within you that you feel from the relaxation. Transfer that positivity from within you to the candle on the outside. And once we've done that, we can continue to meditate together. But now I'd like to invite everyone to softly and gently open your eyes, maintaining that feeling of relaxation, and transfer it to the light, to the candle that you have. Now that we have lit the candle on the outside, and most importantly on the inside, by simply relaxing our body and calming our mind, as we continue to relax, we can feel that positivity from within, where we feel refreshed, recharged, rejuvenated. It's because our mind is free and truly in the present, free from any greed, anger, delusion, or any negativity. Every second, every moment that we collect this relaxation, your mind becomes more clean, more pure, and positive. So now that we feel that way from within, we can increase that feeling by sharing it, expanding it out, like the full moon that lights up the night sky, helping to illuminate the darkness for everyone and everything. We can be the same way. By wishing to yourself, filling yourself up with happiness and positivity, and expanding that feeling out to your loved ones, as if we're giving them a gift from within, a share of this positive energy that you feel, that we can dedicate, that we can send to everyone we love, no matter where they may be, or even if they've passed on. The positivity of the mind can be felt, can be shared, like one candle to the next. By simply visualizing them, their face, or their name, we can connect to them. And we can expand out, opening our mind, expanding our heart to our friends, to our community, expanding out to our city, our state, and even our country. Wishing for everyone in the world to have this energy, wishing well for everyone and everything, whether we know them or not. Allow the positivity you feel to shine out, helping the darkness of this world to become brighter. As we think in a positive way, share in a positive way, that positivity will come back to you. So once we've shared, we can come back to ourselves, come back to where you feel relaxed and calm. Continue to relax your body and your mind, allowing yourself to feel the relaxation and positivity from within you and receive the positivity from around you, from everyone meditating together right now. Because no matter the distance or the differences, when we close our eyes, we're all in the same place. All the differences disappear, and we're all connected by the point of peace within us. And the more we relax, the more we stay still, you'll be able to feel it from within you and around you. Sape Buddha Palapata Pache Kanang Jayang Palang Arahanta Nate Shirakam Pantami Sabaso Sabaputha Nupavena Sapadhamma Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Satasoti Pawandu Te. By the positivity that you've generated from your meditation, may that positivity bless you in every way. And when you're ready, you may slowly and gently open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a peaceful and relaxing meditation. We're able to open that gift from within you, experience that happiness that's waiting for you from meditation. And please take a moment to share if you are available or you're open to that. And if you have any questions, or please also, if you would like to share any topics that you would like to know about going into the next year, please also, I would like to know what you would like to learn about as well as we go into next year. So thank you, and I would like to pass the microphone back to our lovely moderator, Miss B.
Thank you so much, Monk Daniel. I can't emphasize enough how much a gift you really are, Venerable. When I listen to your guided meditation, like every time. I really do. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but it really, your teaching, your guiding is really profound, and just a lot of things that you say, there's just so much wisdom and you can really feel it. Especially my favorite part was the end when you mentioned closing your eyes and we're all in it together and we're all in the same room, even though we can't see each other. And it just made me really have this understanding energetically of how, even though we're in different places all around the world, we're actually truly in one room when we come to listen to you. So thank you for that, Venerable. A couple of announcements before transitioning to Q&A, and please don't leave. This is my favorite part because we learn so much from each other when we ask questions, but we do have a feedback form that we'd like to kind of put up for anyone who wants to give us feedback. Please do so. The QRC code is coming up, and this is a great opportunity for us to continue to better ourselves as we continue offering these full moon meditation sessions. Yep, there you go. You can click on it right there on the link. And one thing I wanted to also notate is we've been doing this since 2020. So we're almost going on, I would say, going into 3 years. So this is pretty amazing that we've been offering these full moon meditation sessions monthly for over 2 years now. I'm going on to year 3, so that's pretty cool. And with that, our next full moon meditation is going to be Friday, January 6th. So please mark that on your calendar and join us. And also, this is, there's no time easier to share what we do and just trying to help people find peace of mind than now. I mean, Venerable Monk Daniel is in Thailand, and he's able to guide us at the convenience of our home or at your meditation center. But this is such a great opportunity for people to share this to those that they love, who they know need meditation. All you have to do is pass on the link, pass on the flyer, invite them to join us. We do this monthly, and our next one's going to be Friday, January 6th. So please join us. Another thing, a couple more announcements before we transition to Q&A. If you haven't already, definitely check out our meditation, our website, tamagayameditation.org. This is a great website to go to learn about our different locations, to also learn about our upcoming virtual meditation, online meditation classes as well. But looks like what we have pulled up is MindGym, which is also another great website that we have, another great offering that we have as well. You can also find out about your center nearest you on the website at MindGym. In addition to that, if you haven't already done so, please download our app, MindGym, because this is a great app that you can utilize at the convenience of your home, meditating with our various meditation teachers. We have over 100 tracks now on the meditation app. In addition to that, we also send out notifications to remind you of our upcoming full moon meditations as well, which is a good reminder, since those are notifications definitely will help. All right, at this time, let's transition over to Q&A. One other thing too, if you've got a location near you, simply go on one of our websites, mindgym.org, look at the location, click on the center nearest you and find out if there are live sessions there. But right now, most of our centers do have live sessions. So please do join us in person or online. So at this time, Venerable Daniel, we are ready for you. Thank you. All right, everyone. So this is my favorite part, which is Q&A, especially for those who are at a center. This is a great time to field questions for us so that we can learn from our teacher, Monk Daniel, and get some answers to some questions with regards to meditation, how to improve your meditation, the challenges you might have, how the Venerable's experience can help you. All right. So let me see. So, Monk Daniel, I do have a question prepared for you. And I think it's definitely relevant for everyone who's listening to the call, which is when we have a guided meditation with you, it's very easy to meditate. But in our daily lives, what can we do to help kind of like extend that energy, that pure joy that you have when you're meditating into your next practice?
You mean in the sense of how can we connect to the same energy that we feel now in a group?
Yes. Like, no, how can you continue, have that continuity with regards to just having that brightness of mind when you're meditating on your own or with the daily distractions that happen in day-to-day life? Like how to kind of try to keep that consistent feeling of connecting to that happy source of purity when you're meditating, say with you, but being able to kind of do it on your own, like things that you can do in your life to kind of help you find that brightness inside.
Mhm. Well, the first thing is it's a very good sign that after the meditation, one of the things you may notice is that that positivity will stay with you or stick with you as you open your eyes and go and the world is a little bit more bright. You may feel that way, right? And unfortunately, that feeling doesn't last the whole day. But as we practice, the key thing is consistency throughout the day. And also, whenever you really need to take more time to pause, take more time to connect to that feeling inside you more often. Meditation is a lot like a plant. Your mind needs that watering often, so you can connect to that positivity quickly and smoothly. So it's very important that throughout the day you try to connect to that center that we mentioned and connect to yourself often. Like you charge, throughout the day we need to charge our phone, charge our computer, and the mind is the same thing. You really need to charge yourself and don't let it go on low battery. So as you go throughout the day, take some moments to just an easy way is just to focus on your breath or to focus on the mantra and say it throughout the day when you're free. Almost like you're talking to yourself, but talking to yourself positively to help clear your mind from any distractions or any negative feeling that may be lingering. You can change the focus. And the moment you change that focus, you can connect to that positive feeling that you have now. And ideally, please come to these big sessions as well, so you can also collect a lot of positivity, not only from yourself, but you may notice that when you meditate as a group, the energy is a lot different. And it's not a coincidence. It's because the positivity of the mind, it can be felt. Like I'm sure if you ever went around someone who is in a good mood, you want to be near them, right? But if you go around someone who's in a bad mood, you feel it in the room. It feels, tense. So I hope that gives you some kind of idea. And the key thing is to be consistent throughout the day. Use the mantra, use the visualization when you have a moment to pause. And if you find it difficult, I would recommend you to download the Mind app or Mind Gem, and it will help you to at least have some guided meditations throughout the day that can help you to kind of reset and have that personal, have a monk in your pocket, have a meditation session when you're free.
Thank you, Venerable. Venerable, that was such an interesting point, because I think you're right in terms of meditating as a group, even online. It definitely does feel differently for me. I can definitely feel the difference meditating with a group, even online, knowing how we have all these people from different places. Energetically, it does feel more powerful for sure. So that's a very good point. I never really thought about that. Thank you, Venerable. Now, we do have a lot of questions that have come from Georgia Meditation Center. Yay, Georgia Meditation Center. Thank you for some of these very good questions that we've got. So the first one is it good to put your mind to things of the present? However, there are issues from the past and the future that must be dealt with. How does one balance these considerations?
Great question. The thing I realized that, of course, we have to heal from some things in the past that may make us feel upset, or it is some trauma that we have to get over to heal, and the future as well. But the thing is that I really like from our masters, Lumpal and Lumpu. He said that stop is the key to success. And the reason for that is when we deal with the things from the past or the future, if we don't take the time first to go into the present, to still your mind, to make it clear, to make it at ease, so you can get that clarity of mind to deal with those things as you mentioned. Most of the time, we don't deal with those things with a clear mind. It's usually influenced by that trauma in the past, or it's influenced by some kind of negative emotion, whether it's greed, anger, misunderstanding, whatever it may be. So your mind is already like tainted. So when it's tainted by something like that, our reaction will be not as positive as it can be. So sometimes we overcomplicate it and we overthink things. But that happens because, again, your mind is influenced by something else. So if we can follow those words, stop is the key to success, meaning stop your mind, still your mind first, be in the present, and from that stillness, you will have an answer. You may notice that after you meditate, it's almost like the answer, or even during the meditation, the answer may pop up. Oh, that's what I need to do. Or you have a different feeling, a different calling to go have that answer after the meditation. So I can't recommend it enough that normally most people, we like to think out the situation or try to brainstorm the way to get over that incident. But we can change it now when we learn about meditation. And it's okay to brainstorm, it's okay to think. But sometimes if you can't think it out, you have to get out of thinking. Get out of that process for a moment and calm your mind first. Clear it, reset it, make sure there's nothing influencing your mind, and you have that clarity and purity of mind, and that will help you to decide and balance what you need to do next. It's kind of like you have 10,000 things that you want to clear, but if you take a moment to still your mind, relax your mind, you'll notice that out of those 10,000 things, there's only 1, 2, 3 things you need to do, and the rest will clear itself. And I really hope you put that into effort. The key to success is clear and bright mind and keep your mind at ease. Everything else will be more simple.
Venerable, it just made me realize that the key is kind of counterintuitive, but the key to your answers is actually not thinking. It's kind of interesting, but that's true, huh, when it comes down to it.
I mean, we're so used to thinking through it, and that's not a bad thing, but it's a bad thing when your mind is influenced by negativity, where you feel stress, you feel anxiety, you feel all these different pressures on yourself. So you need to get those out first by bringing your mind to the present. And then after the meditation, you will have the clarity to deal with everything else.
So Venerable, this is another question that was asked by someone at GNC, which is, how do you master an attachment?
I think the key thing is to reflect on that there's nothing that you can really hold on to forever, whether it's yourself, right? Your own body. You want it to not age, you want it to not get sick, but unfortunately, everything has to change. I think you have to understand that change is a universal principle. So it helps us to not be over-attached to something, whether it's people. I think for most of us, it's easier to let go of things, but when you think about people or relationships, that may be a little bit more difficult. So I realized from myself that the more I meditate and the more I find that true happiness from inside of you, rather than most people, we rely on happiness and fulfillment from the people around us, the things around us, the status we have, so and so. And when we put that happiness and focus on things that we can't control, that we can't maintain forever, right? We can't keep all those people with us forever. We can't keep all the things around us forever. We can't keep the status that we have forever. And when we put our happiness on those things, we are destined to feel unhappy because they don't last. But if you put your happiness or your focus on
Recording in
meditation
progress.
and getting it from within yourself, getting that happiness and creating that happiness from stilling your mind, it makes you less attached in a positive way, meaning that you you're able to let go and hold on to things, because everything in life, there's a moment where you have to hold on to it and there's a moment you have to let it go. So from what I noticed, the more you practice meditation, the more you can practice and master being unattached or being obsessed about certain things. And so change your focus of that to finding happiness from within you rather than around you, if I would answer it shortly.
Thank you, Venerable. So GMC's on a roll. We've got more questions. One is, how do I manage my ambitions?
I like it. I like this question a lot because it connects to meditation a lot, because we all have ambitions, or we have desire or expectation in our meditation for it to get better, or we've heard about all these maybe supernatural things that can happen from meditation, or these, enlightenment, whatever it may be. So we have these ambitions that, oh, when I meditate, I can get to that level, or will I be able to get to that level? And this also applies into life, where we have ambitions and goals, right? I like to take it's same thing to monk life. Sometimes we have this goal that I'm going to ordain for the rest of my life. That's a high ambition.
Right.
So Lone Paul would say, don't worry that far. Worry day by day and make every day the best. And say, I'm going to ordain day by day rather than ordain for life. And what that does is you change your focus to the method rather than the result. Change the focus on how you're going to get there rather than, am I there yet? Am I there yet? So I notice if you do it that way, you won't put too much pressure or anxiety or stress on yourself, and you will live a lot happier. So it's kind of similar to being in the present. It's actually the same thing. Live in the present moment and focus on what can you do day by day, and that will take you to your ambition or to your goal or to your desire, rather than focusing on the desire and the goal or the ambition. And that will only give you a lot of pressure and expectation and make you feel stressed. So instead of that, it's good to have it, but then focus on what am I going to do to get there rather than am I there yet? And this is the same applies to meditation as well. If you sit and you focus on the method rather than the result, you're going to get the result easier, because you're not putting yourself or starting your meditation with expectation and desire and want. So start from, how can I get there? What is the way? What are the methods that I can use to get there? I hope I gave you an idea. I'm not sure if that or if you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah, Venerable. I think that actually, to me, just, if I were asking that question, it does make a lot of sense. And there is a lot of correlation too with regards to just being a meditation practitioner and having ambitions as well, be it in meditation or your work life or your ambitions that you have in general, to whatever your desired outcome is. But because you're meditating, I would think you're aware of this ambition that you have, so that automatically helps you manage it. Correct, Venerable? That's to me, that's how it's really connected, is by meditating, you're seeing how ambitious you are, and then you're also being able to identify that, oh, this is actually like not making me happy, it's creating suffering. So let me try to like not be so attached to the outcome because I'm a meditator.
Yes. Exactly.
Thank you, Venerable. Yeah, that's kind of what I picked up as you were explaining that. So another question that we have from GMC, man, they are dominating. Come on, other centers. Okay. And by the way, I'm associated with the Georgia Meditation Center, so I'm very proud that they're asking all these questions. That's awesome. What if you feel like you can't stop thinking or being distracted by what's around you? And that's another question from GMC as well.
in the meditation, right? Or just in general, it's completely normal in the beginning. So don't get too frustrated with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself as we meditate in the beginning that you're going to be distracted. You're going to be have wandering mind in the beginning because we've been thinking our whole life. So when we sit down to meditate, it takes a little bit of time to calm down because we've been stirring. It's like a glass that we've been stirring all day, and not just all day, but many years. So when we take the time to put our mind down and just let it calm down, it takes a moment, it takes some time. So in that time, I can't emphasize enough that you need something to help anchor your mind in the present. Like if you think of it as a boat, you don't want it to drift too far away or drift into, get lost at sea. You need an anchor to keep you in the present. So that's why we use the mantra and the visualization, or even both at the same time, to help you stay here and now. And if you find that even using those methods, excuse me, if you find that even using those methods, your mind is still really going all over the place during the meditation, just open your eyes. It's like you're a director and you're saying cut, or you're having a bad dream and you open your eyes and it'll fade away, right? So it's the same thing in the meditation. If the wandering is out of control, the visualization, the mantra is not helping, the easiest way is just to open your eyes. And that will help to cut the process of overthinking for a moment. And once that thinking is gone, we can continue to close our eyes. And as you close your eyes this time, please use the mantra and visualization again from the beginning. And this will kind of be that shield, be that anchor to protect your mind from overthinking or being distracted again.
Thank you, Venerable. All right, so we've got a couple more questions before we wrap up. So let me quickly get to it. The next one is, do you think the answer to a problem comes by itself, or do you need to chase the answer? And I would suspect this is when you're meditating, Venerable.
From what I've noticed is you don't need to chase after the answer or the happiness or anything that happens in meditation. You just need to be still, and the answer will come to you. The answer will come from within you. Because you may not realize it, but you have a lot of wisdom, and it can come from within you. It will come from within you. Just like the happiness or relaxation that you feel. Isn't it amazing that just by staying still and relaxed, that all of a sudden you feel happy, or all of a sudden you feel this contentment from within you? Where did that come from, right? It came from you being still. It came from you just relaxing. You didn't need to run after it. You didn't need to look for it. You didn't need to do anything but be still and relaxed. And that happiness came. So it's a lot like I've mentioned, the door of happiness opens from within. And also those answers are sometimes the answer to a solution miraculously can actually come from you just being still. And it's almost like an intuition, but the more you practice the meditation, the more clear and bright your mind will become, and it'll be easier to find those answers that you're looking for. And the deeper you go, the more profound answers you'll be able to answer, because you'll find it from within you. But it's not you're not running after it, you're not chasing after it. You're just being still, and it will come to you.
Yeah, what a great benefit to meditating. All right, so the next question, Venerable, we've got two more. The next one is from Chris Amon, and the question is, what is a theoretical way to solve problems when you focus?
I think the way you can focus more clearly is when we practice meditation, as we mentioned with the ambitions or with everything, is you become more aware of how you're feeling, and you become more aware of how you are reacting to situations, how you are feeling throughout the meditation, and that will carry out into your daily life. So how you focus will change. It'll be more of a central focus or a neutral focus where you see things less without a bias and more for what they are in reality. Because again, your mind is clear and it's not tainted by any like defilements of greed, anger, delusion, or misunderstanding, all these things. When your mind is still, your mind is kind of in a pure, not in kind of, it's in a pure state where next time you focus on something, it's going to be a calm and almost like a central focus where it's in the middle. And when it's like that, you'll be able to focus on things more deeply and not like in the sense where you're over like when you focus on something with your eyes, you strain them, right? Because you're using the effort to stay focused. Or even mentally, if you in the past you may study very hard or you may pay a lot of attention to something and you feel like a headache. This is a different kind of focus. But when you practice being conscious and comfortable together, you will get a focus where it's clear, and the more you focus, the more calm and relaxed you also feel.
Thank you, Venerable. So one last question before we wrap up. The question is, I have a hard time explaining Buddhism to people. Can you tell me how to explain it in a short, concise way, but an accurate way to people who aren't acquainted with Buddhism?
I think the Buddha put it the best. He said that Buddhism is about stopping negative actions by thought, speech, and in physical action. So, and to stop doing good and cultivate purity, basically to put it in like a short sentence, from your thought, speech, and action. So whatever harms others or harms yourself, we have to stop. And we have to start helping yourself and helping others. Be a positive influence on yourself and others. So to put it simply, to stop doing negative things and to start doing positive through your body, speech, and action. And that is the core of Buddhism. And to put it even simpler than that is stop is the key to success. This is from Luang Pu and Luang Por. He said that if you summarize all the teachings of the Buddha, it comes down to not being careless. Not being careless in doing evil actions or negative actions. And then to simplify that even more is to stop. Because when you still your mind is free from negativity, that negative influence. And that when your mind is free from that negative influence, when your mind is pure, your speech, your action is pure. So actually the heart of a true Buddhist or anyone practicing Buddhism starts from meditation. Because clear mind means clear, pure body, speech, and action.
Thank you, Venerable. That was actually the perfect way to end our meditation session tonight, was that question. So thank you for asking, Georgia Meditation Center. And thank you everyone for being on the call and finishing up listening to the Q&A, which is actually my favorite part. You learned so much. And definitely thank you all for asking the awesome questions so that we can all learn. And of course, see you next year on Friday, January the 6th. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, time goes by so quickly. So let us take advantage of the time that we have and definitely commit ourselves to thinking good, doing good, and speaking good, which is done through meditation. So hope to see you all again. Thank you. Have a good one, and meditate often and meditate well. Bye.
Recording stopped.
the world from the era of darkness to the era of light. From the old era to this new era, the world will be like heaven on earth. No classes inside.